YouTube, what's up? And welcome back to part 8 of Pokemon Emerald version, National Dex edition, using only water-type Pokemon. Now, the craziest thing just happened about 5 minutes ago. I first booted up the game, and right when I did, before I had a chance to hit record, like right away the Pokénav phone started to ring. So I picked it up because I seen it was my mom calling. I was like, hey yo, like what's up mom, you alright? And she's like, oh yeah, I'm fine, honey. Me and your dad are over in Team City on vacation. I was like, what the heck? You know, you guys didn't even tell me you were going to Sootopolis. I would have came along for the ride. And she said, no, you got to keep progressing with your adventure here. That's why we didn't tell you. It was a spontaneous, vacation that we took. All right, Mom. Well, thanks for letting me know. But what's going on, She said, while your father and I are out here in Sootopolis, we did some shopping. And we bought you a couple items and sent them via the PC back to you. Right? And they bought me some stuff, apparently, as kind of like a congratulations for beating my dad finally and getting that gym badge yesterday. As you can see on the tracker there on the bottom, we do have the 5th gym badge now, 5 total. And I haven't gone to the Pokemon Center yet, so I don't know what my mom and dad bought for me, but hey, let's go check it out, Hopefully it's something good. Quick little team check to start it off, right? We do have the HM for Surf, of course, after beating that 5th gym. But I put it on Marshtomp, but let's just go from the top here. So we have Pelipper at level 30 now. With the moveset Water Gun, Steel Wing, Shockwave, and Wing Attack. It's Gen 3, so the movesets aren't going to be very good. Next up is the level 29 Staryu with Bubble Beam, Swift, Recover, and Hidden Power. Okay, so Hidden Power. I put this on Staryu yesterday, and in the last episode on the YouTube side of things. Now, I tested it against 2 Pokemon in the wild. It was a Ralts and a Lotad on the route right next door here to the east. Now, it was neutral against Lotad, which tells me a few things, but it was not very effective against Ralts. And while I was doing it, I was like, is this Hidden Power Psychic? Because I couldn't think of anything else that Psychic types resist. But of course, they resist Fighting type attacks too. But that's the only 2 things. So this is either Hidden Power Fighting or Hidden Power Psychic. Hidden Power Psychic would be cool because, especially when we evolve into Starmie, but Staryu is only pure water type. But regardless, I think I'm going to spend my cash today when I get back. We have to get back to Mallville now that we can surf and then head east to get to Route 119 and start heading up towards Fortree. But when I get back to Mallville, I think I'm going to spend the money at the game corner and just buy the TM for Psychic because we don't get that until much later in Victory Road. And even if this is Hidden Power Psychic, like obviously the real TM for Psychic is a hell of a lot stronger. Next up we got Marshtomp with Strength, Dig, Mudshot, and Surf. Let's actually swap them like that. Now, shoutouts to the homie in the Twitch chat yesterday for the suggestion on putting Dig on Marshtomp. I kind of forgot that I had it in the bag, to be honest, and Dig is a good way to cheese around Slacking, because Slacking has that dumbass Truant ability, making it so it can only attack every other turn. So if you time up your digs right, you basically never get hit by Slacking. And it still took 3 tries to beat Norman because his team was a little bit different and a lot stronger than it normally is. And then finally the fourth and final member of the team thus far, because Tentacool and Lombre are going to get replaced. We got this Poliwhirl here with the absolutely horrendous moveset of Rain Dance, Hypnosis, Water Gun, and Secret Power. Again, Gen 3. Not very many options for moves. Now, let's go into the Pokemon Center here. Is this my mom again? Oh no, this is just Diana. I don't even remember who this is. Oh dude, hello. This is Diana. I'm up in the mountains right now. I don't care. I didn't ask. But the ground is too bumpy. I can't pitch my tent here. Oh, I had a brilliant idea. Maybe I can get Pokemon to tamp the ground flat here. I'm gonna try that. Bye-bye. Was that not the most one-way conversation? It's like she's talking to herself, but she just wanted to call somebody and tell them, what she was thinking. At no point did she give me a chance to say anything. She just kind of spoke her mind. That's a complete one-sided conversation there. That was a little weird. Alright. Let's finally boot up the PC here and check out what I got sent to me from my mom and dad. Whoa. Now this is some power right here. We got the TM3, which, as you can see, generates an ultrasonic wave that may confuse. That's got to be Water Pulse. And TM31 destroys barriers like Light Screen and causes damage. We finally got our hands on Brick Break. Let's go, dude. And 3 Water Stones. This is perfect. Alright, I need to take all this stuff out of the PC. Shout outs to Mom and Dad. Let's go. My parents are goated. And we now have... Finally... we have ways to deal damage here. So let's go ahead and use these real quick. I'm not going to use the Water Stones just yet. But of course, I need 2 Water Stones for Poliwhirl and Staryu. I could use the 3rd one on Lombre into Ludicolo, but I'll just save it in the bag. Because again, I'm not going to use Lombre anyway. Well, Water Pulse is pretty fire because everybody on my team just has Water Gun. And which is 40 base power, and Water Pulse is 60. So this is a little bit stronger, I'll take it. Staryu already has Bubble Beam, which is 65, stronger than Water Pulse, so I think I'll give Water Pulse to Pelipper, actually. Because Marshtomp and Poliwhirl are primarily physical attackers, but all water moves are special in this game. But Pelipper here can make good use of Water Pulse, I think. It's definitely stronger than Water Gun. And Pelipper is a bulky Pokemon, but it's not very strong offensively, so it could use a little boost in power here. But Brick Break, Brick Break is funny, dude, because... had I had this before, I might have been able to beat my dad on the first try there, but I'm not gonna lie, he kicked my ass twice yesterday, and I didn't end up getting the job done until the 3rd attempt. But it's cool. I mean, I was talking about it at the very start of the recording yesterday, that looking at the team I had and the movesets that they had, I said it right at the start of the episode. I was like, honestly, I don't think I have what it takes to, let's just get rid of Rain Dance. Like, you know, I'm a Pokemon pro. I've been playing these games for years, and I played through Hoenn a bunch of times, and I was just saying, like, this team with these movesets, I don't even have the sauce to beat Norman's gym. There's no way. I was kind of hoping when I said that, like, I was wrong, but I was right. And, yeah. We didn't have any way to dish out damage. Everybody... Like, Pelipper's all 4 of the moves, Poliwhirl. Everybody on my team can, like, 4-shot Pokemon. Whereas you do a normal playthrough, like, not all water types. Obviously, I would have, like, a Hariyama or a Blaziken, and I would just kick his ass first try. But doing this with the all water types with the bad movesets, you know, trying to 4-hit KO every Pokemon is just not going to get the job done. Now, Poliwhirl, although it's still pure water type till we evolve to Poliwrath, we finally have an attack to hit normal types. And steel types. Water Gun's kind of whatever. But, now, Secret Power is still pretty cool. This is like 70 BP. With a whole bunch of secondary effects at a 30% clip that it can cause. But, I'm not going to evolve to Poliwrath right now because at level 35, which is not far from here because I'm at 30, Poliwhirl does learn Body Slam, which is 85 base power, so it's a lot stronger than Secret Power. And I'd much rather have Body Slam. So we'll get to 35 with Poliwhirl and then evolve it. Staryu, there's really no reason to wait. So I might actually just do this right now. I was waiting to get to level 28 to learn Bubble Beam, which, you know, we obviously got, and we're past that now. So let's just go ahead and get a Starmie right now. And before I forget, I need to go update the sprite there, right here. Let's do this. I haven't had to do this in a few episodes, so I gotta remember how to do it. I think, here we go, 1 to 121. Okay, there it is. Not bad. We got a nice and powerful Starmie. Let me actually check the stats real quick, see how much that special attack went up. 72 special attack, that's pretty good. 81 speed, that's it. It must have like a good speed IV. Because obviously being a rash nature, it's boosting the special attack. Now we finally got that psychic typing on us, which is good. And while I'm here, actually, I think there's an item up this way. Let me go grab this. Yeah. Oh, max revive, not bad. Alright, so the second half of the game is now open to us. We can go surfing on like 6 or 7 different routes right now. There's a lot we can do. I think what I want to do at the start is go this way and head down towards Dewford. Eventually we're going to have to get to Maulville to progress with the story, but I want to make a pit stop in Dewford to acquire the TM for Sludge Bomb, which we can now get. So let me see if I should have repels, yeah. Okay. We'll beat up a couple trainers along the way. I'm going to go ahead and leave Pelipper in front because of Shockwave. So let's do it. And let's keep pushing here. Make our way towards the 6th gym. Which I don't think, I mean, there's a lot to do between now and the 6th gym, so I don't think we're getting that badge today, but we'll see. Never know. Smack this Lombre up with our wings. Get that 800 experience, pretty damn good. We might also be able to evolve Marstomp today into Swampert, because I think I'm at 32 and I need to get to 36. It's not that far. We can definitely get the job done. But usually I only grow like 2 or 3 levels, kind of, per episode here, so we'll see. But it'll probably be pretty close to getting Swampert. Quillfish, I've teased it a few times, but I think I'm going to be able to acquire this thing today on Route 119. I think it's catchable by fishing. So I have all 3 of the fishing rods now accessible. Because I was gatekeeping the 3 fishing rods and tying them to the gym badges. That was like one of the rules I set for this game. Whereas, once I got 1 badge, I could use the old rod, 3 badges unlock the good rod, and 5 badges unlock the super rod. So now that we have the 5th badge, we can use all 3 fishing rods. If I remember right, there's like a... Oh, it's in between this double battle. There's a hidden item over here. This is always really hard because you have to step in the right spot. A lot of times, if I'm not exactly in line with that hidden item, then the one of the trainers will block it. I think it's this tile right here. But I might be like 1 spot too low. I don't know. Oh yeah, and I think Starmie's in the 2-hole, so this will be the first time we get some action as a Starmie here. Skiploom and Sandshrew. Alright. Let's go for Wing Attack into Skiploom and then Bubble Beam into the Shrew. That should be an easy double KO. Not bad. Starmie is definitely going to be like the strongest mon on my team for a little bit. Especially when I go by Psychic here in about 10 minutes. Having the dual stab of Bubble Beam Psychic is going to go a long way. You know what? I'm about to hit this nose pass. Actually, I was going to hit the nose pass with hidden power to see if it's hidden power fighting. If it's super effective, it would be. If not, Psychic would just be neutral. But now there's a Murkrow here, so I'm actually going to hidden power to the Murkrow and see if it does nothing. And again, if this is neutral, then it'll be hidden power fighting. No, it is hidden power Psychic. Okay. That's pretty cool, actually. But again, like, I was kind of planning on the whole time using Psychic itself. So I think I'm still going to do that. Although it is a little tempting to have hidden power Psychic and spend my money on something else. But I'm not going to. I'm going to get Psychic for that extra power. But when you get back to Maulville, there's basically, if I remember correctly, there's like 4 TMs you could buy with all your cash. And you trade your cash for coins at the game corner, right? And then buy the TMs. And usually in every Pokemon game, well, usually the big 3 are there, right? Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and Flamethrower. And sometimes Psychic is the 4th TM. But in Kanto, of course, you get that free Psychic in Saffron City, so I don't think it's in the game corner. Okay, I didn't end up on the right tile. It's just a big pearl. which is useless. It's basically just more cash, but that's cool. Let's go fight this trainer that's walking up and down the beach, but I'm going to do it with Starmie and get Starmie up to 30. What up, Big Hoss? There's supposed to be a mystical rock around here. Do you know anything about it? Maybe. That's a little foreshadowing for later in the game. In case I decide to put a Relicanth and a Wailord on my team. Well, at least temporarily, to have access to the Reggies. Those two Pokemon are key to being able to access the Reggie trio. As I'm sure like 90% of people would know if they've played through Emerald, but not everybody knows that. Got a Gligar in the back, that's a good Pokemon. But you ain't gonna take these bubbles very well, Chief. I'll tell you that. See ya. If this was still Staryu, Gligar might have lived that, but not from Big Boss Starmie. Okay, and then I mean, Poliwhirl needs some levels too. This is tough. But both, I do want to get Marshtomp closer to Pert. I don't know who to put in front. Let's just go with Marshtomp for a little bit. Whew, I was worried that a kid was drowning when I saw you. You seem to be okay. So what do you say to a battle? He just completely forgets about that other kid that may or may not be drowning, you know? Just wants to battle me instead. Oh, he's got his own Poliwhirl. Not bad. It's too bad mine wasn't in the lead. I could have won the 1v1 with Brick Break. Let's just go for Mud Shots. Never mind, I'm asleep now. Great. Well, good news is when I wake up and hit it with a Mud Shot, even though it'll only do like a little bit over half or whatever, I will be faster the subsequent turn. We're just gonna have to sit here and mash the X button a little bit on my PS4 controller until I wake up. I mean, mash the A button on my Game Boy Advance SP, because I'm totally playing on authentic hardware, of course. Alright, let's finish it off with the strength. Easy money. Get a good little chunk right there. Not bad. And I don't remember if there's any hidden items there. There's a regular item here. Iron to boost up that defense. Although I'm probably going to sell that for money as well. If I can somehow get... Use another repel. So if I remember right, the Game Corner TMs cost... Why do I only have $30,000? Did I spend... I must have spent a bunch of money on potions and stuff. I thought I had like... Nah, last time I checked that was over 80k. Damn it, I don't remember what I spent my money on. Okay, we're not getting Psychic today then. What the heck happened? I mean, maybe I bought a bunch of Super Repels and that's what I spent. I don't remember. But I was going to say, if I can get up to like 160k. Because the Game Corner TMs cost around 80k a piece, right? That's how you get like 4,000 coins, is with $80,000. So I was going to say, if I can get double that, then I would be able to buy like not only Psychic, but like a second copy of Ice Beam, because we do get that free Ice Beam. Not yet, but in the abandoned ship, once we have the HM for Dive, we'll have to come back there and get that free copy of Ice Beam. But now I'm confused though, what happened to all my cash? The sea is my backyard. I'm not going to take it easy because you're a kid. And give me your best shot, you're still going to get cooked. I'm actually confused. I'm still just trying to think about that. What the heck did I spend my money on? Because I went back to that farmer's market after the... I don't want to miss my shot. After getting Flannery's badge, and we bought like one copy of Hidden Power, which obviously only costs like a couple $1,000. I must have just bought like a bunch of repels and spent like 40-50k on repels. I don't know. Anyway, we're recouping some of that cash with the iron and the protein. Those will sell for like 5k each. Oh, I thought... Okay. I didn't think there was another bar of sand right there. Anyway, now we're back here, so we can stop by this house and get the TM for Sludge Bomb, I think. Yeah, here, okay, here's a super nerd guy that gives it to us. For me, Sludge Bomb is at the peak of popularity. It's the one. Huh? You're telling me you don't know about Sludge Bomb? No, do tell me more, brother. It is outright pitiful. I'll give you one. Thank you. Now, Sludge Bomb, of course, we are going to save. I'm not going to put it on Tentacool. I'm going to save it for when I find Quillfish here in a little bit. Let me hit a quick heal just to kind of restore my PP, I guess. I'm too lazy to open up the menu and see if my team needs the healing in terms of HP. Honestly, it's just as quick to just do this than it is to check your team and then have to do it afterwards anyway. Let's keep surfing here and go back to Slateport. I'm not going to fight all the trainers on this route right now. I mean, I might fight a couple of them if they see me, but we're going to have to come back to this route anyway and deal with the abandoned ship side quest for Ice Beam like I keep alluding to. At that point, we'll go ahead and fight all the trainers here. But not yet. Almost Oko him with strength. It's not bad. I do want to see if I can get all the way up to Fortree today. It should be possible. It's only been 23 minutes, yeah. Because I want to make sure that I get close enough where I can put myself in a position to beat the Flying Gym next time. I mean, maybe today if I can get there quick enough, but I know we got to deal with all the side battles at the Weather Institute, that whole side quest. Which actually, now that I'm thinking about it, when you get that free cast form after saving the Weather Institute, it's actually holding a Mystic Water, which is perfect. I could use a 6-pack of Mystic Waters for this team. Alright, double battle. Let me put Poliwhirl up there too. Now, I'm not going to, even though I should, I'm not going to slap the HM for Surf on all 6 of my Pokemon. I'm just going to have it on Swampert. Because at some point still, we're going to get, what's it called? The other 2 Water HMs, Dive and Waterfall. And so I'm just going to use like Surf, Dive, and Waterfall 1 time each on 3 different Mons. Let's punch this duck in the face. See if I can Oko it. I don't think so though, because it's not stab. Yeah. Carvana, of course, dies in any hit. It's got that Alakazam type defenses. Let's go for. You always got to go for strength, so we don't miss mud shots. Mud shot, of course, 95 accuracy, but whenever you need it to hit, it always seems to miss. But I still prefer to go for Mud Shot over Dig because I don't like waiting the 2 turns for Dig to go off. So that's why I'm going to click Mud Shot a lot more. I love the sea. I forget all my worries when I swim. Be careful of all the Sharpedos swimming around, lady. That's all you got to watch out for. Spiel's got a funny looking sprite. Alright, this is gonna put me at level 34. That actually was pretty quick. I was just at 32. Not bad. And we're gonna get to 100 HP. First mon I have in triple digits. 101. Okay. Not bad at all. And now that Marshtomp is a couple levels ahead, let's go ahead and put like Poliwhirl out here. No Brick Breaks in Pokemon. Take 1 step and the repel wears off after I'm already in the menu. It's always a classic. Ahoy there! Are you going out to the abandoned ship too? Not yet, buddy, not yet. I always forget the name of the abandoned ship because that's what the NPCs reference it as, but it actually has a name. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up on Cerebi. But there actually is like an official, you know, like the SSN or something like that. The SS Title. I think the SS Title is the boat in this game that takes you between Slateport and Lily Cove. I could be tripping though. Anyway. That's too hard to try to remember. Anyway, yeah. Here's the boat right here. But we'll come back. Actually, I'm going to do this double battle too. Nah, we need Pelipper because of Shockwave. The guy on the right's definitely going to have water types. I think that chick on the left is like a cool trainer though, or ace trainer. Then they can have any type of Pokemon. You got a Flaffy and a Wingull. Okay. Thankfully Flaffy doesn't have Lightning Rod, so we can go ahead and Shockwave into that slot. And then I'll just Brick Break the Flaffy Taffy. Which is, again, is not going to OHKO because it's not a stab type of attack. Not the static, bro. That's alright. There's 6 Pokemon in this fight, so we'll get some good experience off this. Just kidding. 160 is terrible. That's whatever. Great. And now we got the double paralysis going. Awesome. Let's go for wing attack. In hindsight, I should not have done this double battle. Alright, Pelipper takes the 4x super effective attack with ease. And hopefully, neither Mon gets paralyzed here for the double KO. But we'll see. 1 for 1. And... what's up with all these electric types, bro? Nice, so. 2 for 2 and dodging the paralysis. Alright, we're switching out Pelipper for Marstomp, and I'm going to troll this Manectric. And what else is coming out? A Chinchou? Dude, there's just electric types everywhere right now. This is not good for your boy. Let's just Brick Break the Chinchou and then switch to Marstomp. Not bad, though. I really wish I had a Water Absorb Poliwhirl, though. It's just a way better ability than Damp. I think this Manectric has only like electric attacks. I guess it could have went for... could have attacked into Poliwhirl. I don't know why it went for Howl. Either way, you die! Get him out. Poliwhirl just got +0 in defense because I'm lonely nature. That was annoying. A big Swallow in the back. Oh, not the Parafusion, bro. That's really bad. My odds of hitting through this are pretty low. Yep. But I am also too lazy to switch out. So we are just going to... actually, I could Surf. Not the double team. Surf back in Gen 3, as you can see, will not damage my teammate. It was kind of broken back then. This Chinchou does not have Water Absorb either. Probably has Illuminate. But, you know, in the later gens, I was only confused for like 1 turn. That was kind of weird. In later gens, Surf got changed to also hit your teammate, kind of like Earthquake does. But back in Gen 3, you could just sit here and rip Surfs all day and not even worry about damaging your teammate. And actually, if Poliwhirl did have Water Absorb, that would actually... actually, no, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. Never mind. But that would have been sick if it did. I could heal myself up while still dishing damage to the opponents. Alright, but Poliwhirl goes the last 4 turns of the battle and never even gets an attack off because of paralysis and confusion. So good job, Poliwhirl. Appreciate it. And because of that, I probably should switch up my lead now that they're paralyzed. I mean, I can get all the way back to Slateport without doing another battle. But just in case I mess up and I get sniped by one of these swimmers, let's put Starmie up front. Can I fit through here? No, I can't. I know there's still a bunch of trainers out here, but I'm gonna do it later. I was gonna say, I thought I had a repel on. This must be like a really high level Wingull. It is. This one's just already better than my Pelipper. No shot. That's hilarious. Level 35 and mine's only at whatever, like 31, I think. Let me take it out. We can't be having higher level seagulls than I have. No, no, no. Alright, that was an extremely long animation for Mist. We're still not going to get much experience off this because it's a wild Pokemon. They give much less than trainers Pokemon do. Alright. Finally back in Slateport here. Hit a quick heal to get rid of this paralysis. Actually, well, I was going to run up to the boat dock and see if it is the SS title. I already forget what they called it earlier. I think I heard about it earlier in the game, but just out of curiosity. Then we'll take Cycling Road back up to Maulville and meet up with Watson. Yeah, it is the SS title. Okay. That's cool. Well, let's go up this way so I don't have to waste another repel and go through the grass. But we should be meeting up with Watson here shortly, and he's going to give us a key to like the underground warehouse, which you'll be able to see from right there in that little tunnel. You can see it from the Cycling Road, but we need to get the key first before we surf over there. And it's a pretty short little side quest, but we do get rewarded with the TM for Thunderbolt. After completing the side quest, come back and talk to Watson, and I think he gives it to us. What's up, buddy? Oh, dude, you look like you have a lot of zip. Damn right. That's a good thing. Wahahaha. Fine, I've decided. I need a favor, dude. Maulville City has an underground sector called New Maulville. Dude, I'd like you to go there and switch off the generator. The generator has been running a bit haywire. It's getting unsafe. Here, this is the key to get into New Maulville. Don't you worry about it. I won't be a challenge to you. The entrance to New Maulville is just a short surf away from Route 110. That's it. Then you have my trust. Now, this is a good spot in Hoenn to catch Magnemites and Magneton. If you want a nice and powerful electric type for later in the game when you have to fight the electric gym leader. And eventually the champion, who's also a water type specialist. But of course, I'm not using an electric type because that's too easy. We're going to go in there with Pelipper having Shockwave, and Starmie is actually about to get Thunderbolt after doing this. Alright, let's see if I can remember the puzzle here. I think you do not want to step on that one. I was wrong, you do want to step on it to clear the green door up there. But it's this switch up here that you do not want to step on, because it would just shut the door that I just opened. You only want to engage with the colored switches that are the same color as the door. If not, like this, I think this is an electrode. Well, let's put Marstomp in front just in case it is. Yeah. But just to showcase it, see, like the Pokeball on top of that blue button is actually an item. Oh, they're just Voltorbs too. Okay. I'm not even gonna get any experience points off this. It'd have been way better if it was like a level 30 Electrode. But it's cool. And see, that button is depressed. We can't even use it. Stepping on the blue one here will make that green one right there pop back up. That's an escape rope. Too bad this is not Emerald Rogue. Escape rope would really help. And see, now the green button is active again. Spray another repel. Keep it pushing. Okay, so this... Actually, I don't need to step on any... This should be an item, right? Yeah. And the other one's a Voltorb then. But I don't actually want to hit the button. It would just close this door up here. This is the green button we want to hit. And I think that opens the door to the generator. Like I said, very short side quest. There's really not much to it. Is this a Thunderstone? Yeah. And then step on the shiny red button, and mission complete. Click. The generator appears to have stopped. Not bad. You know what? I'm about to just use this escape rope. Well, I had another one in the bag anyway. Ain't nobody got time to walk back through that warehouse that was really only like 50 steps away from the exit. I'm just gonna use this piece of rope that I have in my bag and somehow teleport out of there. It's not bad. Alright, Watson. We did it, buddy. I knew it, dude. I knew I made the right choice asking you. This is my thanks. A TM containing Thunderbolt. Go on, you've earned it. Greatly appreciated, sir. It's one of the best attacks in the game. It pleases me to no end to see the young step up and take charge. Alright, old man. Settle down. Now, I'm not even going to waste any time because Starmie is the only Pokemon on my team that can learn Thunderbolt. And even when I catch the rest of the members of the squad, nobody's going to be able to learn T-Bolt. So therefore, this is the only chance to utilize it in the whole game. Might as well use it right now. And we'll go ahead and get rid of Swift. We don't need that anymore. Okay. Now, I don't think I've actually battled any of these trainers yet. Because well, I wasn't saving them for later, but I kind of forgot to go back to them. Actually, I want Poliwhirl up here getting experience too. Oh, never mind. I did battle him. Did I battle? Okay. Oh, right, because that's right. I had to come over here and I fished right here from this spot or somewhere on this beach with the good rod. And that was how I caught Staryu back then. Now we can finally surf across and acquire the real good rod, which is from this fisherman right here. A good rod is really good. Wouldn't you agree? Yes. Normally I would say no because I don't know what a good rod is, but yes, I can agree because I've had one for the last few episodes. We're of identical minds. Take this good rod. Not bad. Now we can dual wield. Wherever there's water, try your luck at fishing. Now I think it still only gives you one good rod. Like, it doesn't actually add another one here at the bottom of the bag. And yes, I already have the super rod because I'm shiced. This is my playthrough. I can tell the story however I want to tell it. Now here is Gabby and Ty again. I guess I could battle them, but... Didn't they have like a Magnemite and a Loudred? Whatever. Hey, looky there, I remember you. Same. I'll get this battle all on this here camera. Why did she say this twice? That was kind of weird. Either way, send them out, man. Yeah, Magnemite, Loudred. Okay. Eventually that combo is probably going to become a Magneton and an Exploud, but I don't remember. Let's see if either one of these attacks can one-shot. I don't think this will either. Oh, it does. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Now this is normally the part in the game where you get, well, not in Vanilla Emerald, but in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, once you hit this beach, well, Steven still does pull up in this game, but he pulls up in ORAS and lets you catch Latios and Latios, depending on which version you're playing. It's pretty sick. But back in Emerald, in this game, he just kind of gives you advice or something. Whatever, we're about to find out, but first we gotta give these people here a quote. Sure, let's interview again. Why not? Okay, I need you to describe your feelings about our battle, but it has to be short and sweet. Perfect. I'll give you the one-word answer. Last time I don't remember what I went with. I think it was an action. Like satisfied or something. How about this time we go with smack? Because I just smacked that ass. You got absolutely destroyed in that battle. Yep. Yeah. That's the perfect clincher. I get the feeling that this will make a great TV show. There's a chance that they'll air this on TV. Make sure to look out for us. No! This is another heart scale, right? No, it's iron. Okay. Might as well fight this guy real quick. If I just remembered something too, if I can get all the way through the Weather Institute today, right after that there's a battle with May before we get to Fortree, and she will give us the HM for Thunderbolt. I mean, Thunderbolt. That's what I just clicked. The HM move for Fly, and we'll be able to fly around at this point, not have to just run everywhere. So that's cool. I mean, I should be able to get there. But there's a lot of trainers on the route. So I actually don't know if I'll be able to. We'll see. Let's Thunderbolt this little coral reef and get it out of here. Okay. Alright. What does Steven actually tell you in this game? I don't even remember. Hi, dude. What's up, Steven? It's me, Steven! We met in the cave near Dewford. Yes, guy. I remember. Have you met many kinds of Pokemon since I last saw you? Yeah, but they're all water type. There are many, many kinds of Pokemon in this wide world of ours. If you wanted to raise only your favorites, that's fine. Perhaps you might find it more fun to raise all sorts of Pokemon. Nah, I prefer one type, thank you. As a trainer of Pokemon, what do you think? Damn it, I said the line too early. Of course, it's not any of my business. It would be nice if we were to meet again somewhere. Okay, so yeah, I thought he gives you like an item back in this game, but this is our first opportunity to acquire citrus berries right there, however, which are way better than orange berries. There is only 4 of them, but still, that's not bad. There's nothing in that rock either. Okay. A little bit further to the east here, there's a couple of bird catchers. On Route 123, there's like a whole-ass berry farm. The Venonat. But all those berries over there are kind of trash. They're just more so for blending Pokeblocks. So I don't really care to go over and pick all those berries. I do want those citrus berries, though. Okay, this is definitely Hidden Power Psychic. For sure. I mean, we knew that because we attacked a Murkrow. And Dark is the only thing immune to Psychic. Let me spray a Repel. And I'm actually going to battle both of these scrubs here. But I'm not going to head all the way to 123. We eventually, like after doing Mount Pyre, we probably go back the opposite direction on 123. So at that point we could pick the berries. For now we're just going to electrocute this Santa Claus wannabe. And grow to level 31. Another thing I was still thinking about, for like in terms of attacks for my team, was I'm thinking about putting Ice Punch on either Poliwhirl and or Swampert. But I mean, those attacks really aren't going to do anything, right? It's just more so because in future gens, it's a viable option, right? Because they become physical attacks, but all ice type attacks are special, just like water. But I feel like, you know, it's not really going to help me win in terms of like dishing out damage. But in terms of like an aesthetically pleasing attack, right? Just like watching Poliwrath punch stuff with a frozen fist, and kind of the same for Swampert. So I think I might, you know, as I get closer to the Elite Four, Because technically, again, I'm not going to give any illegal moves to my Pokemon. Like, you know, I'm not going to give Swampert Fly or something like that, right? I'm only going to give them moves they can actually learn. I was going to say I'm not going to give Swampert Dragon Ascent, but that actually, because I was thinking about Rayquaza. But that doesn't exist back in Gen 3. Or like Kyogre's move, Water Spout, you know, I'm not going to give that to all my water Pokemon. They're only going to get moves they can actually learn. It's just I might take a shortcut in acquiring those attacks. Maria, what the hell do you want? Listen, listen, you have to hear this. Alright. I'll take a time out with my story to hear yours, okay? I had a Pokemon battle earlier, but I lost at the last second. Oh, it burns me up. That's it? Then she just hangs up the phone and doesn't even let me, like, okay. These trainers are not as annoying as the phone calls in Johto, but it's pretty damn close. Now, like I was saying with Ice Punch, right? It is possible to get Ice Punch for both Poliwrath and Swampert. You just have to wait until the Battle Frontier, and you trade in your battle points at the move tutor there. So obviously, for the sake of this playthrough, right, and telling the story of Emerald version the way I see it, I might go give them Ice Punch before the Elite Four, right? And again, it's not like it's only 75 BP and it's a special attack, so both Swampert and Poliwrath are going to have a bad special attack stat, so it's really not going to help me win. I should just be spamming my stab attacks. They would do more damage, but again, like I said, in terms of like an attack that would make sense, like it fits the Pokemon's moveset, that's why I'm thinking about that. Alright, let me go ahead and register the Good Rod here, and I want to see if I can find a Quillfish here in the water. Let's give this a few tries. If not, I can switch over to the Super Rod, because I have that now too. Oh, first try. Not bad. Level 13. Hell no. No. I'm gonna have to use like 20 rare candies. That's gonna take way too long. give me more like level 20. That's fine. I guess. Hold on, let me grab this first. I guess it wouldn't take that long, right? It depends, like... Okay, here we go. What level is this one? Alright. That's still pretty bad, but I guess it's... it saves me 3 rare candies, right? Which, the number of rare candies is not the issue, because I can always add more. I was more so thinking of a time saver. I didn't want to have to use 20 rare candies, but... This one I have to use like 15 on. It's kind of the same thing, so... It has spikes, too. That's actually not bad. That's not bad at all. Huh. It's gonna be annoying trying to catch this thing from full, by the way. But see, the problem with the low level is I can't even attack this. You know what? I could attack it with Lombre, actually. They're similar level. Never mind, I might not be able to attack it now. Because I can't see it! Too much evasion. Let's see if I can hit a fake out. Okay. As long as they're not at full HP, the catch rate is a lot higher. I'm just gonna sling some balls at it now. I'm gonna have to remember too that Lombre is my Pokemon with Flash, which you do need to use Flash in. You don't have to, but it's a lot easier to get through Victory Road with Flash. And I think looking at my team here, I'm actually pretty sure Starmie can learn Flash. Now, okay, dude, will you just stay in the damn ball, brother? Now, obviously, putting Flash on Starmie is not ideal because really you just want to rip 4 attacks, right? It'd be like a water attack, but like Bubble Beam, plus Psychic, Ice Beam, and T-Bolt. That's like Starmie's best moveset. But I'm going to have to... Okay, man. What are we doing here? Let me maybe hit this thing up one more time. I'm not trying to get a crit with Bullet Seed. Okay. I'm just gonna throw balls and just talk about some other stuff. I don't know how many Great Balls it's gonna take, but whatever. So I'm gonna have to give Starmie Flash now. It's not a big deal, right? Because once I get through Victory Road, before I fight the Elite Four, we just fly back to Lily Cove City and use the move deleter to get rid of Flash. Because in current gens, Flash is a what's it called? It's like a TM, but back in this game it was a HM. This is actually getting kind of ridiculous. I don't understand why. Like, did they give Quillfish like Groudon's catch rate? Like, what are we actually doing here? It's been like 7 or 8 Pokeballs at this point. I'm kind of confused. Okay. That was really weird. We finally catch Ballin though. Shoutouts to Hayden again. One of my favorite YouTubers that I've been watching since like 2011, 2012 when he first started his channel. That's how long, you know, that guy was battling back in like Gen 4 NU. That's what I used to play. I'm actually going to run back since we're right here and just take this thing out of the PC. There is a Pokemon Center up at the Weather Institute, but I kind of want to let Quillfish get a little action right now. So we're going to swap this thing out for Tentacool. I mean, I should swap it out for Lombre, but Tentacool does have access to cut, and when I get rid of Tentacool, then I will no longer be able to cut bushes at all. But I don't really care. Nah, over Lombre. Okay. Let me add this. 259, 271. Lombre must be number 271, yeah. Okay, there's Quillfish. I want to keep Tentacool for the cut. We don't need, Lombre has Rock Smash and Flash, neither of which we need right now. And if I really need Rock Smash, I can put it on Marstomp or Poliwhirl. But speaking of teaching attacks, Quillfish is going to get Sludge Bomb. And maybe even Toxic. That's not a bad idea. Where's the TMs? Definitely putting Sludge Bomb on it. 90 base power physical. Let's hope this is not like a modest Quillfish, but it might be. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Can we see the... No, you can't see the summary screen. Poison Sting? No thank you. Spikes is kind of cool though, actually. Quillfish could just be my lead in all the Elite Four battles. I don't need to teach Toxic right now. I'm going to save that in the bag for the Elite Four. Because maybe we need to put like Dive or something on Quillfish. That's a Lonely Nature. Okay. That's not bad. Okay. Oh, rare candies. Hold on. Let's get this thing up to like 29, 28, 29, something like that. That way we'll let Quillfish get a couple battles in. Before I get up to the Weather Institute. Hey, Water Gun for the 12th time this playthrough. Let's get it. I'm never clicking minimize, it don't matter. Let's go. You got to fit in with the rest of the squad, man. It's like if you want to be on my team, it's a requirement to have one of the worst attacks in the game in Water Gun. Because why 2-hit KO everything when we can 4-hit KO everything with Water Gun? It's so fun. That's alright. Eventually, I'll probably put Dive on Quillfish, I think. Which is, it's like the water equivalent to Dig. It's not a very good attack, but that ain't the point. We're gonna need it to progress through the story here. Okay, let's do a couple more. Pin Missile? Hell no. Alright, that's good. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna put it at 31. Everybody else is at 31, so why not? And then keep 50 rare candies in the bag. Alright. Let's put Quillfish out there and leave Poliwrath right next to it for like double battles. Okay. Alright. Now let's, I do not have a repel on. It's 56 minutes on the timer. Okay. We got a little bit of time. Maybe I get all the way to the Weather Institute, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to do it. Maybe. Oh yeah, repel. Damn it. Pay attention. Hey! A wild Poliwhirl, level 24. Not bad. Let's KO it. That's good to know there is Poliwhirls here too. I mean, not for me, but if anybody else is playing this National Dex edition and you want to use a Poliwhirl. I found my Poliwag by fishing with the old rod just outside of Mr. Briny's shack. That's where I got Poliwag. Alright, repel. Oh wait, I didn't even look to see if this Quillfish has Swift Swim. Damn it, it has Poison Point. Well, that's really annoying. I actually plan on using a Swift Swim Quillfish as a way to like counter. Well, if I need something fast on the team, that'd be my only mom with Swift Swim. That's actually really annoying. I thought you'd fly by catching a whole flock of bird Pokemon and then hanging onto them somehow. But it turns out there's an HM move called Fly. I wish I'd known about that a long time ago. Damn it, I already used Sludge Beam, or Sludge Bomb, Sludge Beam. I mean, I guess I could just add another one. Oh, another Citrus Berry. And I think this is a Lepa Berry, too. I totally wasn't paying attention. I should have waited to see if that was Swift Swim. Although I could always change it to Swift Swim if I wanted to. I'm gonna think about that after ending the recording today. Oh, I still have the okay. I still have the good rod selected. Where is the bike? Right next to the good rod. This is why I like having the acro bike better. Bruh. What? There's nothing even over there? What is the point of this place? I mean, there was a couple secret power spots, but again, I don't care about that. Can your Pokemon use its secret power on a big pile of grass and make a secret base? Indeed it can. I have Poliwhirl. Alright. Let's go ahead and fight this chick. I'm gonna do it with Quillfish. Dang it, man. I didn't even look and I just ripped Sludge Bomb on it right away. Doesn't matter, I can always recover it. But again, I'll think about that later when I'm working today. We don't have to make that decision right now. I mean, it would be cool to have a Swift Swim Quillfish. But I guess Poison Point's not bad either. This might actually be an Oko. Just because Roselia's defense is pretty bad, yeah. And of course, being grass poison, it's neutral to poison. That's not bad at all. Okay. Let's keep fighting the rest of the trainers on the route here. I thought there was... Okay, he's up here. I was gonna say, I thought there was somebody down there on that. Who has the knowledge and technique for survival? Pokemon Rangers, that's who. I think I have an idea. Just off to the side. This guy's got a Bayleaf. That's not bad. Just to the side of the Weather Institute, I'm going to jump back in the water right there. Because I think you can cross the bridge and not trigger the event with May. And I'm going to catch another Quillfish and hope for a Swift Swim. Now, I would have made that decision really easily had I not taught Sludge Bomb. But the only reason I was like thinking of just keeping this one was because of that, but I realized I could just add another copy of Sludge Bomb into my bag. It doesn't matter. So I'm gonna roll the dice and try to get one more Quillfish. See if it has Swift Swim. Oh, I forgot to repel again. Giraffe egg. And then we'll just pretend that I never caught this one and used up my one copy of Sludge Bomb. But we're gonna keep it for now. Actually, the bridge is blocked off, isn't it? This is a double battle. The bridge is blocked off by Team Aqua to force you in the Weather Institute, so I actually have to do that first. That's alright, we'll do that. We'll catch another Quillfish. And then that's probably all the time I'm gonna have for today, but we'll see. Arsel Lady and a Bird Keeper. Fearow and Goldeen. What a trash Pokemon. That's a water type that I'll never use. Goldeen and its evolution seeking. Not it. Since it's raining, Water Pulse actually would do more to Fearow than a super effective Shockwave. And we'll just break the fish. After it pisses all over the place real quick. Imagine going for a fire attack right now in the rain and after that attack right there. Fire attacks would do like negative damage. How is Fearow the slowest Pokemon out of these four? Or actually, Goldeen might get Swift Swim, maybe. That would make sense why I went first over my Poliwhirl. I'm just going to do the same thing. But it's kind of funny to see these four Pokemon on the screen and have Fearow go last. You'd think it'd definitely be faster than Pelipper, but due to the level difference, I guess not. Okay. I'm curious to see what Team Aqua is gonna have cooked up this time around. See what kind of Pokemon they're rocking. Whenever I'm walking in the tall grass, I still hold the B button to like sprint and run faster, but it actually doesn't work. Do I not have a repel on? I guess I keep forgetting that. We got this Gloom here is just drooling all over the place with the purple lips. Get this thing out of my face. I probably should KO it for the experience, but I feel like this won't kill and I'm going to get hit with either Poison Powder or Stun Spore. Okay, that worked out good. Like, that wasn't really worth the risk, especially on a wild mon. You should just run away. Now, when I do get Fly and slap that on Pelipper, I'm going to replace Steel Wing for sure. Because that really just doesn't do anything for me. Alright, can we avoid a wild encounter with one more step in the grass? That's all it's going to take to get back out of here. And we do. Let's do this double battle. If you're not on guard, you're in for some pain. What are you going to do, little kid? Come on now. Don't be talking all that smack and then just send out a coughing or something dumb. Let me see what you got. Takashi. You got a Ninjask. Not bad. One of the fastest Pokemon in the game. Still gonna get destroyed by Wing Attack though. And Poliwhirl doesn't even have a water attack to hit the Slugma with. So in that case, I'm actually gonna double up in a Ninjask. Especially for this reason. I need to find Aerial Ace. Isn't actually... I think Aerial Ace is the reward for beating Winona. Which I'm also going to put on Pelipper, because Aerial Ace is basically the same thing as Wing Attack. They're both 60 base power. But the thing with Aerial Ace, of course, is it can never miss. Even through evasion boosts and whatnot. Slugma goes for the Yawn, which is kind of annoying into who? Pelipper. Alright, Pelipper's about to switch out for Marsh Stomp then. If I let it go to sleep, the battle's just gonna take a lot longer. Oh, I do have Water Gun. Of course I have Water Gun, right? It's on everybody. The damage is so pathetic from Poliwhirl though that I kind of forgot about Water Gun. I'm not gonna lie. The only reason that even KO'd right there is because of the rain. If this was neutral weather, that wouldn't have even KO'd. Even a super effective hit. That's how bad that move is. Alright, this works out fine. That water gun will also Oko Numel in the rain. And Mud Shot, as long as it connects, will one-shot the Grimer here. So that's not bad. And these, I believe these are the last trainers before the Weather Institute. And fun fact about the Weather Institute, if for some reason you did not realize, but I'm sure 99% of people that play through Hoenn know this, but there's got to be a few people that don't. There is a bed right at the entrance next to the PC, and you can use the bed to heal up your team. Take a quick power nap, you know? And, yeah, okay, so they do block off the bridge. Because in case you get here and you're like, oh no, my team's all beat up after fighting all the scrubby trainers, you know? Just hit a quick rest in the bed, you know? Dun, dun, and then it makes the sound and you're good to go. Don't even trip. While I was sleeping, everyone went upstairs. Okay, I'm on it. Who do we want to do this? Let me actually... I might just go ham with Starmie right here. And just start ripping thunderbolts all over the place. It's not a bad idea at all. Let Starmie get a couple levels. And, Gorbis. The first time I seen one of those. This Pokemon sucks, though. I remember back when I first played through Emerald, right? Like the first time fighting Gorbis and Huntail. Gorbis was cool because it can learn Psychic. Even though it's... Actually, is it Water Psychic or is it just pure Water? I don't even know. They might be Water Psychic and Water Dark, actually, the more I think about it. That's how irrelevant those Pokemon are, though. I don't even know. And, you know, if they were good and actually relevant and competitive, I would know. But, furthers my point, neither of them are good. But Gorbis was better back in Gen 3 because of the Water and Psychics being special attacks, right? Huntail is more of a physical attacker. And in later gens can utilize... you know, physical water moves like Waterfall and then Crunch. But back in this game, those are all special attacks. So Huntail, even though Huntail looks cooler, it's like the worst of the two. This is actually, I think, the first Mightyena I've seen this entire playthrough. It's kind of crazy. Interesting. Normally you've seen like 25 Mightyenas at this point in the game, right? But you missed the Roar. Why does Roar fail sometimes? I don't actually understand that. It's like a 100% accurate move that always goes last. It has a negative priority bracket like Whirlwind does. I don't understand how it can miss sometimes. It's weird. Anyway, normally at this point in the game, that's like all you see is Poochyena and Mightyenas on all the Aqua Magma Grunts, but because I'm playing National Dex mode, there's a much wider variety of mons here. Let me put Poliwhirl. Okay, Poliwhirl's already up there. I do want to get Poliwrath at some point, but I gotta wait till 35 and get Body Slam to replace Secret Power. I'm getting pretty close, but that's what I'm gonna wait for. Grimer and a Krabby Patty. At this point, though, I don't think. Well, I'm gonna need to make sure that I do it. But I was gonna say I don't think I even get to Poliwrath before Winona's gym. But I think at the end of today, I should be at 33. And then that's only 2 levels away. I can train up before the gym next time. It's not bad. Snow Run is interesting. First time I've seen one of those in this playthrough as well. That's fine, because I can actually just Brick Break the Snow Run and finish you off. Why am I clicking Bubble Beam when I have Hidden Power Psychic? Keep forgetting about that. I'm still confused at what happened to all my money. And I don't know what I spent it on, but because I didn't even buy that many Super Repels. So I don't know, man. I know I checked that at some point and I had like 65 or 70k. Like when I checked it, I didn't have quite enough to buy Psychic, so I didn't do it when I was like previously passing through Maulville. a couple episodes back, but I don't know. That's really weird. Whatever. Alright, the snow run hits the double protect, so at least it won't... Well, I can't say it won't. It could get the triple protect. But it fails. I have seen that a few times in my career. Triple protect. Alright, does this put Poliwhirl at 33? I have no idea how close that thing is to a level up. Let's see. Nope. It's probably more than halfway though, if I had to guess. Let me peep it real quick. Yeah, it's about halfway, 1500 to go. Alright, what about Marsh Stomp? How close are you to 35? Pretty damn close. Let me actually put Marsh Stomp in front and try to get it up there. And it looks like we gotta fight Shelly. I couldn't remember if you fight Shelly here or if it's Big Boss Archie. Alright, this guy has 3 Pokemon. If I KO them all, I should hit 35. I kind of expect Krabby to live this, though. That has good Fizz Def. Yep. Even boosted by the Soft Sand, it don't matter. You gotta KO Krabby with special attacks. What else you got? Okay. I kind of forgot about Surf for a second. I was like, the best thing I can hit this thing at, the best thing I can hit that thing with is Strength, but then I opened up the attack menu and I saw Surf. I'm still not used to having it because all I've had is Water Gun this whole playthrough, up until basically today. Because I taught Surf at the very end of last episode, but never battled because it was right before cutting off the recording. So today is really the first day of using Surf. Alright, Marshtomp hits 35, so we're 1 level away from Big Pert. Which is not bad, because we could definitely use a stat buff here. As you can see by those lackluster stats on the middle evos. Alright, but that's enough Swampert action. Let me go to Pelipper. Nah, we'll let Starmie do this. I gotta teach Shelly a lesson here. You're going to meddle in Team Aqua's affairs? Damn right. You're either absolutely fearless, correct, simply ignorant, no, or both. You're so cute, you're disgusting. I'll put you down, kitty. Shut up, man. You ain't putting nothing down. I'm about to, you don't even want to know. Alright, we got Arbok here, which is perfect, because I got that HP Psychic. Arbok is actually a pretty fire Pokemon for a Team Aqua admin to have. That's actually sick, because obviously they don't normally have that. Nobody on Aqua or Magma has Arbok. Which is another reason why National Dex is sick, man. This game is hella fun. And she got that turtle on her. Okay. Well, luckily Starmie is the perfect counter to this team. Although, okay, I kind of expected War Turtle to live that, but she be talking all that shit and didn't even get a single attack off. What do you got to say for yourself now, Shelly? It's bad enough to have Team Magma blunder about. Shoutouts Thunder Blunder 777. But now there's you. What makes you sniff around in our business anyway? I mean, shit. Who's this? We have a situation here. A Team Magma mob just passed the Weather Institute. Oh no! They appear to be headed for Mount Pyre. What? We can't waste any more time here. We have to hurry to Mount Pyre too. Team Magma, just you wait. Team Magma's probably not scared of you either, Shelly. They could just earthquake your dumbass snake that you send out first. Thanks. Thanks to you, we're safe. It might be an odd way of thanking you, but take this Pokemon that I don't have space in my party for. Oh, does it actually still work? Huh. I thought you actually had to make a space in your party for that. Alright. We don't care about Cast Form. Absolutely terrible Pokemon. In Mystery Dungeon, it does give you 570 experience points if you KO it with a link, or if you tag it with a link combo attack, but in this situation, we just want that Mystic Water that Castform is holding. So we can run right back here to the PC and just swap the item off it. We have to do it through Lynette's PC and then move items. Yeah, and it still has that Mystic Water. Thanks, Castform. Don't even care to appraise the stats and see what nature it is, because although technically I could use it if I had like a rain setter. But that's too like technical. It's not a water type, it's a normal type obviously. But in the rain it's always a water type, so technically. Alright. I'm going to catch another Quillfish, although this is gonna be ridiculous with the catch rate. Who could I put out front to like hit it but not KO it? Probably just somebody with water gun. And actually somebody, it needs to be somebody slow. Like Marsh Stomp. Marsh Stomp with Oko, whichever one I found. Because I need to make sure it has Swift Swim before I bother throwing another 50 balls at it. 51. I guess Pelipper's the next slowest thing. And I could hit it with Steel Wing, that wouldn't kill it. Okay. Everyone else is too fast. Although, even at level 16, if it had double speed from the rain, I'd probably still outspeed it. I don't know. I guess if I get outsped by a low-level Quillfish, I'll know it has Swift Swim. But even if Pelipper outspeeds, I can't assume that it's not Swift Swim, right? Because, see, only level 15, it's super low level. Let's see. Getting outsped would just ensure it, but okay. This definitely has Swift Swim. It has to. Not bad, not bad. It doesn't take my... I'm about to hit him up again with that. Because after that first Quillfish that we caught, I think that took, no joke, between 8 to 10 Great Balls. And I'm not doing that again. We're getting it in the yellow this time. So that it takes like between 1 and 3. At this range, it should probably be first ball catch. And we still got plenty of Great Balls left. It's not bad. Now either Pelipper is as slow as Torkoal, or this Quillfish has to have Swift Swim. But I mean, if it outspeeds me at half the level... Oh wait, I don't want to nickname it. And this one has to be. Let's go check it out. And at this point, I guess I am super close to Fortree. I could just fight May. And then save when I get to Fortree. I didn't mean to do that. I could just move Pokemon. Yeah, Swift Swim. Mild Nature is horrible, but that's kind of whatever. This Mild Nature boosts special attack and lowers physical defense. Definitely not ideal because it's more of it'd be more of a physically attacking Quillfish, but you know what? It don't matter. Swap it for this Quillfish. And then I'm going to take this Quillfish and release it because I don't know what you're talking about, but I never caught another... The Quillfish we have is the first and only one that we've caught today. So, I don't know what you're talking about. And yes, it has Sludge Bomb on it. I'm just not going to pull up the summary screen and show you that. Therefore, we will... I'm going to hit a bunch of rare candies real quick. Battle May, and then go ahead and cut this off. And I'm definitely not going to use PK Hex and add Sludge Bomb onto this Quillfish. Because I don't need to, since I already have it, so... Yeah. I mean, I see you guys typing in the comment section, but you're wrong. This Quillfish, damn it, now I'm gonna... I didn't even mean to pull up the screen. That doesn't say Poison Sting up top, it says Sludge Bomb, so... We're good. Right back where we were. And let's keep it pushing. I'm just gonna put this thing like at 30 probably. It's good enough. I'll just make sure to use it a lot next episode because it'll be a few levels behind the rest of the team, but... Doesn't everybody just love sitting here watching me shove a bunch of candies down this Quillfish's throat? You know? This is elite gameplay right here. You already know. Yeah, this is going to be a very important battle here against May, because we will be rewarded with the HM for Fly, again, as everybody knows, but... And I'm trying to remember what so the last time we fought her, of course she has Trico as her starter. But apart from that, she had the Fire, Water, Grass combo. She had Trico. But then she also had a Houndour and a Wooper. So at this point, let's see if she's evolved. I don't have any grass attacks, obviously. But let's see. I guess Pelipper's fine. Let's see if she's evolved either the Wooper into Quagsire or the Houndour into Houndoom. We're about to find out. Oh, I need to save Pelipper, though, for Sceptile in the back. That's going to be a problem. Dude, where were you? I'm right here. What are you talking about? How much stronger have you gotten? Let me check for you. Ready with your Pokemon? Of course you are. Go! I can't leave Pelipper in here for too long. I got to keep that healthy in the bag. The only Pokemon that doesn't get OHKO by grass attacks. Alright, you lead with Houndour. I'm about to just hard switch. This thing's at full HP. Because I mean, I would kill it with a Water Pulse, but I don't know if I outspeed. And with 25 Water-type Pokemon in the back of my party, I might as well, right? Actually, Poliwhirl can hit this with Brick Break. It's not bad. Which, again, like... probably doesn't OHKO because of not being a stab type attack, but you got to keep in mind that Houndour has trash physical defense, so I would expect this to OHKO. Yeah, honestly I was gonna be surprised if it didn't. All right, and she still only has 3 Pokemon. Okay, so it's gonna be the same 3. So Houndour wasn't evolved, and we know that it's either Wooper or Quagsire in the back, so we just got to deal with this Grovyle here. Let me hit this man up with a secret power, see if I can get a para. I actually don't know what the secondary effect is, like, out in this terrain. I think paralysis you get from inside the buildings. I kind of want to salvage this experience. I'm going to switch to Pelipper. I'm not if I get crit. This is what we had the jellyfish for. If something's got to get nuked, that's why Buddy here is on the squad. Free switch into Pelipper and hopefully KO it with Wing Attack from that range, but you gotta remember Pelipper is extremely weak offensively. Just bulky. And of course, being part flying, we are not weak to Leaf Blade, we're just neutral to it. So I don't even expect this to do half. Yeah. And Wing Attack does finish it off. Alright, perfect. Not bad at all. And you do got Big Quag in the back. Could potentially be a Water Absorb Mon. I kind of want to check for that. Not just for right now, but for future reference. Let's see. It's not. Okay, so, like my Poliwhirl, your Quagsire is damp. Not the Amnesia. Quagsire is a sick Pokemon, by the way. It's definitely on par with Slowbro in terms of derpiness, but Slowbro, way better. Way better Pokemon. But I do love me some Quag gameplay. I like using that in competitive. Especially once Quagsire and future gens got unaware. It's a great check to set up Pokemon. Trying to click Swords Dance, Dragon Dance, you just send Quagsire out there and he's like, huh? Doesn't even understand that you got a boost. Don't tell me I'm learning the 3 attack thing right now. Stockpile, Spit Up, and Swallow. Yeah, gets all 3 of them at the same time. Well, at least we can get through this now. We don't have to deal with... Oh no, it only got 2 of the attacks. Whatever. That's such a garbage, like, combo of moves there. But I had absolutely nothing to worry about. Keep it up. And here, I have a present for you, man. Everybody's just giving me presents. It must be my birthday. We started off the episode with a gift from Mom and Dad. A couple of Water Stones. The TM for Water Pulse and the TM for Brick Break. And we finish off today by acquiring the HM for Fly. Use Fly and your Pokemon will instantly carry you to any town you've already visited. But to use Fly, you have to get the gym badge from Fortree City. That's important, so don't forget. Thank you, May. This is not my first rodeo. You should fly home and visit Little Root for a change. My parents are in Sootopolis, so yeah. I bet your mom's worried about you, dude. May doesn't even know. Well, let's meet again somewhere. Alright, bye. See ya. Oh, not this guy again. Way to go, dude. Thanks, Scott. I just passed by a trainer riding a bike. You just beat that trainer, didn't you? It was pretty obvious that you did. The kid looked really upset and with a face all red from anger. May's a scrub. I sure seem to run into you often. Are you off to Fortree Gym next? Yeah, man. Why does everybody keep talking and slowing me down? I'm trying to get to Fortree. Shut up, bro. I expect that you'll do well at the gym. Well, I'll be seeing you. Okay, buddy. I'm not even gonna answer this call. We're just gonna pretend like I hit deny. I sent that fool straight to voicemail and he just started yapping in my voicemail. Get out of here, kid. I might as well do this last battle real quick. Pelipper, Starmie, that's fine. I'm too lazy to use a potion. Let's just do this. Hit me with a power cord. Victory is mine. It's time to shine. Whoa, yeah. Alright, dude. Settle down there, buddy. To lurk in the shadows. There's actually another ninja boy up in a tree. Like 10 tiles above where I'm at. Porygon 2 and Arbok? What the hell? It's an insane combo right there. But the other ninja boy I'm not even going to bother fighting because he's just gatekeeping some like Nanab berries, I think. It's not even worth going to get. Alright, we gotta wait for all these intimidates and traces to go off. Let's just hit up P2 with a pulse and Oko Arbok with an HP psychic here. Easy money. Not bad at all. And then we have arrived in Fortree. Actually, I do kind of want to fight that ninja boy. I want to see what he has on his team. Because this is already the second Arbok I've seen in the last 5 minutes. Kind of curious if he has like a coughing and a wheezing. As you know, the ninja boys always be rocking them poison types. It's actually not true. In Vanilla Emerald, they always be rocking the Ninjask. Which, of course, is not a poison type, obviously, but it does fit the whole ninja boy motif. I do not need Confuse Ray, no thank you. Alright. The guy was like, you showed me who's boss. No, it's not hard. Your team is garbage. Okay, there's an invisible Kecleon right there. Let's go ahead and put Starmie in front. Dominate this scrub real quick and then absolutely not go grab those Nanab berries because I do not need them. They're worthless to me. I only care about the berries if they cure like a status condition. Alright, Hideo Nomo over here sends out his Venonat. Also had one other Mon in the bag. But assuming they're both poison types, they're both going to get O-code. This thing will, obviously. What else you got, buddy? It's a Viper. It's kind of shy. So Viper is a cool Mon because it learns like I mean, it's not good, but it learns a wide variety of attacks. Like, you wouldn't think this thing would get access to Flamethrower. It does. It's an interesting Mon for sure. Although, as the case with many Pokemon between Gens 1 through 3, they just don't have very good BST. Well, let's go ahead and heal up. And we have now arrived in Fortree City. That's not bad. And we're at an hour and a half on the recording. I think that's a perfect spot to cut it off. It's just about 7 a.m. my time. I mean, I would keep going a little bit, but I don't have enough time to do the gym. It would still be like another 20-30 minutes. That's a little too long. If I could beat the gym in the next 10 to 15 minutes, I would keep going, but it would definitely take longer than that. What are you looking at, old man? Turn around, bro. Anyhow, we're going to cut things off today. At this point, we've acquired a new Pokemon in Quillfish. I just had to peep the tracker to make sure I put it up there. So that leaves only one more spot on the team, which, of course, we're going to swap out Tentacool at some point. But here's where the team is at for now. It's looking a lot more powerful than it did yesterday, that's for damn sure. We put Brick Break on Poliwhirl. Again, shout-outs Mom and Dad for sending me the TM. Pelipper also got hooked up with Water Pulse. It's a little bit stronger offensively. Staryu got a hell of a lot stronger, becoming a Starmie. And then, of course, Marshtomp is just one level away from becoming Big Swampert here. So the team's looking pretty solid. We're at a good spot now. And let me do this before I forget. And yeah, that's a good spot to cut this off. I think, again, this was part 8, I want to say, on the YouTube playlist. We'll be back tomorrow live on Twitch to record part 9, which will come with a new gym badge, of course. The sixth gym here. We're going to take out all these flying types. Easy money, you already know. But that's going to do it here for this episode. So for the YouTube audience, I'm going to cut off the recording at this point. Anybody seeing this in the future on YouTube, thank you. I appreciate it, alright? And I hope that you have a good rest of your day. Peace.